Hey guys, this is the lecture number 39 from our bootcamp series. In the last lecture, we have completed the CRUD operations for our student resource controller. In this video, we will focus on an important concept of Rails, that is partials. So we need to understand that what are partials, and we will learn that into this lecture. So partials are just like view templates. The view templates we created in so far in the course are index.html.trb, show.html.trb, edit.html.trb, new.html.trb, and each of these template will dedicated to a action in the controller. Okay. Now partials are a way for breaking the rendering process into more manageable chunks. With a partial, you can move the code for rendering a particular piece of a response to its own file. And to render a partial as part of a view, you need to use the render method within the view. For example, here you can see on the screen that I'm rendering a form partial here. So this method will render a file named underscore form.html.erb at that point within the view being rendered. And here you need to remember that partial always start with the underscore character, and this makes partial template different from regular view templates. And this is true even if you are pulling a partial from another folder. Okay, for example, look at the example here. Here we are using render form. So this will render the file underscore form.html.trb from the same folder of the view. But if you write here render shared form, okay, then it will render the form partial from app view shared directory. Okay, so this is always true that partial always start with the underscore character, and partials are mainly used to refactor the regular view template and keep them very lightweight. Okay, and you can also pass local variables to the partial template. For example, look at the screen, render form student colon at the rate student. So this is one of the way of passing local variables to the partial template, and we will use one of these. Okay, now I believe that it's the good enough details about partial to refactor our new and edit form views. In this lecture, we will create a form partial and refactor the new and edit template. Okay, so let's come to the our project file. In the project file, you can see that I have an edit template and a new template. Okay, but you can clearly see that both new and edit has the same form. Okay, and it does not make sense to write the same piece of code into two different files or into two different templates for a similar or same resource controller. So we will refactor this form using partials. So let's create a partial file into the app with students. Okay, create a new file and name it as underscore form dot html.erb, and copy the form from edit or new from any file. Let's copy the form from edit. Cut this form from here and place that into form.html.erb. Save it and cut this from here as well. Okay, now we removed the form from both edit and new HTML. Now let's click on the new student link. Here you will see that form is not there. Now use the render method to render the form. Render form. Okay. Refresh the page now. Here you will see the form. Okay, now go to the index page again and open the edit template. Here you will not see the form, but here you can use the same render method at the edit form. And now refresh the page, you will see the edit form for this student. Okay, so that is what we have done using the partial. We separated the form, we removed the form from edit and new template and placed that form into the underscore form.html.trb partial. And now let's see how we can pass local variables to the forms. Okay, so there are two ways to do this. We will first go through this way: render form and student colon at the rate student. Okay, and now come to the form and remove this at the rate symbol from the model at the rate student and save it. Okay, and now refresh the edit template, edit page. Okay, so we have rendered this form partial using passing a local variable, that is student object. Okay, now let's click on the new link. You will get an error here. Why? Because we have only passed student local variable from the edit template, not from the new template. So let's do the same thing from the new as well. Copy this from here and do the same thing here. Save it and now refresh your page. Okay, so here you can see that how local variables work for the partials. Now another way of passing local variable, that you can do it like this as well. Partial form and locals. You can do this like from this way as well: render partials, partial name and locals, and inside the hash pass the local variables as a key value pair. Okay, now let's replace the new .html.trb. You will see that this is working here. But if you forget any of the symbol, like for example if you remove forget to add partials here, you will get the error. Okay, now if you add partials here but forget to mention this local variable, this local's name, you will also get the error. Okay, so you will get the syntax error now. So you can use any of the way. Okay, either this way or this way. Both will work. Now you will see that form is being rendered twice. Okay, so depending upon your choice, you can use any of the syntax for rendering partial using local variables, but I would prefer this syntax at the line number 5, because this is the new syntax for rendering partial with local variables, and this is the older syntax that were used in the older versions like Rails 4 3. Okay, but this syntax is being used from Rails 5 6 and so on. Okay, so let's remove this syntax and keep this syntax. Okay, so here we are done with the partial, and that's it. That's the power of partials. You can break common piece of code into separate template and use it for rendering the part on the view. That, and we did the same for rendering the common form on the both edit and new template. In the coming lectures, we will discuss partials in more detail when we start working with Bootstrap, and we will display header, footer, and flash messages using partials. But for this lecture, we have enough information and usage of partial. Now you can also try partial at your end as well. Okay, so what is this now? Guess what? This is the questions time. So here are the questions that you must know about the partials. Okay, this will be very beneficial for you while preparing for partials and while preparing for interviews as well. So the first question is, what are the partials in Rails? Why partials are used, and how partials are different from regular view templates? What are naming conventions for the partials? And fifth question is how to pass local variables to the partials. And we saw two different ways to passing local variables to the partial. And one of the most important question that you can ask frequently, that share an example where one can use the partials. Okay, and is it possible to create a partial without a leading underscore? No, it is not possible. Why? Because this underscore make the partial different from regular view templates. Okay, so that's all from this lecture, and in the next lecture we will look at the entire flow of our resource controller. So let's meet in the next lecture, and till then, tata, goodbye, take care and stay safe.